And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's post. No good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top, up 4. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
But the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
We've got Jaren Jackson. Also Edie out there. Santi Aldama out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Pippen in at the point guard position. That's the group from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. Fires the three. Hits the three-pointer. Aldama's got his first 3 points of the game.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Nice shot by Kuminga.
I think this is a progression step here for Kuminga. When he starts to hit threes consistently, watch out.
Brent, you've always seen the flashes, but now it seems the game is slowed down for Kuminga.
Well, BA, a lot of fans clamoring for Kuminga to get minutes even earlier on, but the Warriors took a very slow approach to his development, and now you're starting to see some of that athleticism and strength and some of that patience paying off for Jonathan Kuminga.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure don't want him taking that kind of shot.
Santos good.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
And the bucket is good.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
And Steve Kerr calls time out here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Warriors make some changes. Key, he's checked in for Kuminga. And Spencer's subbed in for Santos. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 12.
And guys, I'd keep it simple. Keep running plays for Triple J. He's been awesome tonight.
Moody on the wing. There's the three. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Wells. Off the mark there with a three. The Warriors lead by 11. And stolen by Bane. Pass to Wells. Jacks up a three. Counted from distance. 12 points for him.
Another triple for him. His fourth of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Moody from outside. And the Warriors with another three.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And another three from Memphis.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Hield from outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from 3.
There's Jackson with the three, and another three from Memphis.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Here's Post. Another three for Golden State. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, they flash into the open spot when their man gives help. They often end up with easy looks inside.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And it's Morant in for Pippen. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry, he's checked in for Spencer. The Warriors lead by 9. Healed for 3. The rebound by Edey.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Wells misses. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Yeah, the last game it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence. This story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Knocks it down from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Morant. The 3. Yes! A Morant 3!
And I love the response by Morant, training the revenge 3 in style.
Curry passes to Hield. From deep. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies trail by 10. Shot from the top of the key. Wells, that's good. Wells has got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Payne from deep three-point land. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Sinks it from distance. Wells has got 22 points.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors ending the quarter up 10. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. Back to the game after this break.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the package.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Grizzlies.
Where's the intensity at?
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Pons make up the backcourt. Kuminga plays the 4 with Draymond sliding up to the 5. And it's Payton in at the small forward. Here's Morant. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shot.
Launches a 3. On target from range. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
And here's Curry for 3. 4-3. Stephen Curry.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And the basket is good. Jackson's got 17 points.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Launches it from deep. It's not going to go for him.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Jaren Jackson.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. And the Grizzlies call time here. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They really need to reshape their defense. They have to get out to him quicker to slow his three-point attack.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Warriors, they've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And, of course, Memphis just need to keep fighting.
Well, I think for Golden State, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, it's steamroll through the season. Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 or 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Shot is good by Curry.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats.
Well, B.A., it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound. Maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
And that's out of bounds. He was last touched by Kuminga.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
It's rebounded by Memphis.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe he tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
The Warriors lead by 6. The kick out. Curry lets the 3 fly. Yes! Curry from the corner.
Simply the greatest shooter we have ever seen, Steph Curry, on another level.
The 3 from Maine. Drops in the 3. He's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And here's Kuminga for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Outside, Green. 3-pointer. Green able to hit from 3.
Tough to contest that one. Draymond went right up into a one-piece shooting motion.
Clark. And then jammed it down. He goes right over Jonathan Kuminga.
Forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
And that was sweet. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Curry with a steal. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Jackson for 3. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Jackson. Jackson's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. The Warriors lead by 9. Moody passes to Hield. Nails it from 3. Hield's got 9.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Monday, they head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And for that game against the Lakers, on paper, they should be expected to come away with a win. However, this might be one of those trap games if they aren't fully engaged.
Here's Jackson. Got it. Good job at the low post. Jackson's got 27.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Moody, good.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Grizzlies trail by 16. Here's Jackson. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's Golden State. They're on a 17-7 run. Post. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He has 7.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis' ball. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And the Grizzlies shooting at a fantastic 68% from the floor. And the shot goes in.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
To the right side. Launches it. Connects from downtown. Jackson Davis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. All down the right side. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. Doing some damage from deep. He now has 5. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Edey out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Desmond Bane, and it's Pippen in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Good on the bucket. The Warriors lead by 14. Here's Moody going inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Moody, good.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Here's Aldama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hield on the wing. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Timeout, Grizzlies. Marcus checked in for Aldama. Here's Pippen. Edey for 3. Knocks down the long J. Edie's got 5 points now this quarter.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And here's Curry for three. Pure from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 20. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There are some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
That'll be a 5-second call.
As the game has gone on, they've had trouble protecting the rock.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And it's Edie missing. The Warriors lead by 18. Takes the three. The kick out. Curry fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. Curry's got 38 points.
Yeah, just another day at the office for Steph Curry, making this look easy.
Edie for three. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
At this point, you're almost shocked when Steph misses a three, especially from the corner.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
You know, I got to applaud his incredible energy out there tonight. Losing again was not an option for him. He wouldn't settle for anything other than a win. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Wells misses. The Warriors lead by 21. Green finds Curry. Outside Kuminga. From downtown. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving him.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. Here's Curry. Pass to Pajimski. Back to Green. This one for three. And again for three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Jackson for three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Payton. Another three for Golden State.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Golden State. Here's Curry. Another one falls. Amazing.
Well, he's been firing on all cylinders, and the defense just helpless to keep up.
And this gives him the 3rd most 50-point games in league history. That's some elite company.
Yeah, sitting between Jordan and Kobe. And when those are your peers, you're doing all right.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. It's almost that time. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K and the Warriors dynasty with their course seemingly over. You never want to completely scratch them out. But, Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership. They had it all. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. And it's Payton in at the small forward position. Now Curry. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. It's stolen by Kuminga. Outside, Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Got that one up quick. Curry's got 6.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Now the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have a second apron, and that certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum, and we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Curry, good.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Moody's checked in for Golden State. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
Quick and mobile. McDaniels can explode to the 10.
Three-pointer. Another 3 for Golden State. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is the result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you.
And, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Yep, that one goes in there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Reed gets the bucket.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And Curry, here we go. Three-pointer, Peyton. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Curry with the steal. Out to Peyton. Takes a three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
The three. Another three for Golden State.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. We come back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. We've got Buddy Hield. Moody is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. And chums like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy them a lot.
Those are the best of the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento one. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped the 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming here.
They love their games. Minnesota making a switch here. Garza's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Santos is checked in. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
The wheel. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game, and he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them.